Now, India gained its independence in the year 1947. I know, sometimes it doesn't feel like we are free, right? But it's true. The British left in 1947, giving us a nation that we today know as India. Now, India is a great country. It gave the world good food, these weird-looking exercises, the number 0, and that movie that taught us how to overfeed your pigeons in the name of true love. But how did we come to this? Let's find out in the Times of India. Okay, no more voiceovers. Let's get to the point. Humans first arrived on the Indian subcontinent from Africa anywhere between 73,000 years ago and 55,000 years ago. By 4500 BCE, these settlers from Africa who came to India had settled and the civilization began to grow, evolve into what eventually became the Indus Valley civilization. And no, there were no dinosaurs back then. Or maybe just one, owned by him, but that's it. The geography of India back then was very, very different from what it is now. The present geography was attained only after India became independent from the British Raj in 1947, and India became a sovereign nation. But we have skipped way too far forward. So let's back up a little bit. In the centuries following the Indus Valley, India would be conquered and ruled by so many kingdoms and empires. The period was like playing Age of Empires, with towns being built, conquests by kings, fall of empires, alliances, backstabbing, and so much more.
We are the Indo-Aryans and now we'll start spreading into other territories. No, not that one yet. We'll spread out for farming.
Coming to the 3rd and 4th century BCE, India had literature such as the Tamil Sangam in the south and the Prakrit and the Pali in the northern part. Steel was discovered in ancient India during this time. Steel. I can't believe we had steel. That's so amazingly cool to have steel at that time. During this period, the Gupta Empire stands out, and it covered most of the subcontinent back then. The empire was founded by this dude, Sri Gupta, who was super dope. The later kings of the empire were also super dope and did dope stuff when it comes to stuff like administration and spreading of their culture, and ultimately gave India its golden age. But we'll look into that later. Coming to the 6th century now, the 6th century saw the fall of the Gupta Empire. I mean, he didn't literally fall into a hole, but you know what I mean, right? My point is, over the next few centuries, India would see empires like the Pala Empire, the Chalukya Empire, the Chola dynasty, the Pallava dynasty, and the Western Chalukya dynasty. This period was honestly like Game of Thrones, if it ran in a super turbo mode. And who knows, maybe there were dragons too. We don't know that. Now, during this period, India had made significant advances in the fields of science, astronomy, and mathematics. We were way ahead of the West during this time. After this came the Islamic conquests, which invaded India, and later they defended its borders. The notable ones were the Delhi Sultanate, the Deccan Sultanate, and the Bengal, you guessed it, Sultanate. Yeah, you guessed it, yeah, great job. These sultanates existed alongside several Hindu kingdoms such as the Vijayanagar Empire, the Ahom Kingdom of the Northeast, the Rajput states, Sikkim, etc. Is it getting confusing yet? I can keep reading. The Mughals haven't even come yet. Uh-oh, here they come. I spoke too soon. Enter the Mughals. Quickly. बाबर का बेटा हुमायूं का बेटा अकबर का बेटा जहांगीर का बेटा शाहजहां का बेटा औरंगजेब. That's basically the start of nepotism. Jokes apart, during the Mughal rule, India became like the biggest economy that there was, and the nominal GDP was valued at quarter of the world GDP. That must have been dope. Oh yeah, and Shah Jahan also built this for his wife after she passed away. I was told it's pretty popular. I don't know. I live in a bubble. Anyways, what happened next will blow your mind. Well, not really if you know Indian history. So, as the Mughals became weak, the Marathas, the Sikhs, the Mysoreans, and the Nawabs of Bengal took over huge chunks of this land. Now, this land is proving out to be the most sought after place on earth right now, right? Speaking of which, these dudes in suits who were doing business till now were also looking out for this land and control over it. And basically, they took over the entire land and declared that it was under their queen for some weird reason, and we accepted it. Then, of course, we all came together and goodbyed them from our land for the first time in the history that happened. And then we beat them at cricket and basically took it away from them, like forever after that. Now we watch and love their football, and they love our food. So that's India, making the best of anything given to us over thousands of years, a commonality of belonging. Belonging to a land that is nobody's, yet it is everyone's. Whether we become a $5 trillion economy or a 10 or a $20 trillion economy or not, what will matter in the long run is the fact that we would still celebrate differences. We would celebrate the differences of opinions, celebrate the differences in people's beliefs and their way of life on this land, because the celebration of humanity in all forms is the idea of this land called India. We wish all Indians across the globe a very happy Independence Day. Jai Hind. Hey guys, thanks again for watching the video. I wish you all a very, very happy Independence Day, and I hope you enjoyed that video. If you want to support the Wiki Guy and our quest here for research and fair content on YouTube, do support the channel by subscribing and sharing, and also leaving your comment and like on Facebook and Twitter. Peace.